Evening folks, hope everyone is well. So a couple of weeks ago I went down to London and the idea was to walk the Thames path round the Isle of Dogs, which was a very joyous experience. Highly recommend doing that. There's a really cool pedestrian foot tunnel that links the little tip of the Isle of Dogs over to Greenwich. It's like about a 6-minute walk under the Thames. Very cool. I did make a video of it, but it doesn't really say anything other than here's me walking under the foot tunnel. But I might upload that if anyone is interested. Yeah, I mean, originally I thought maybe I could capture an impulse response from the pedestrian foot tunnel, but it's pretty busy. Like, people are using it all the time, so that was like, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Although I did manage to capture an impulse response from a random underpass I found. But that's for another video. This video, we're talking about a sample instrument based on a kind of funky, there's some kind of pump house wheels that are on the Thames path. So if you repeat my walk, you'll see these. You'll walk past them. They're right on the path. I'm not sure if they function. I think it's a functioning pumping house of some description. Don't go and dick around with them, obviously, but I was just basically flicking them, and they are really sonorous. They came out as almost a perfect A. They were like G sharp sharp, so I've had to sort of diddle around with the tuning a little bit and do a bit of noise reduction, obviously, so we don't get the sound of the Thames. But the resulting instrument is very bell-like and very charming, in my opinion. So that's what we've got in this video. I'll just do a demo of the instrument, and yeah, that's it. Also, while walking this little Thames path, I found a little beach, which again, you know, if you repeat the walk, you can go down, and on a sunny day, you can sit by the Thames and pretend you're on holiday. Look at this. You can go down to the beach. Oh. Steady. Ooh, easy. The River Thames. Oh, it's just like being on a beach. All right, let's get on with the sample instrument. Cheers. Alrighty, let's take a listen. We're listening to the decent sampler version, although there's also an SFZ, a Sforzando version as well. But what's nice with the decent sampler version is a nice reverb that sort of comes sort of automatically with a decent sampler. Well, say it comes automatically with the boilerplate. It comes automatically. It's a nice kind of bellish sound. What's nice is very high up the octave. It sort of gets a nice kind of, do I mean xylophone or glockenspiel? Glockenspiel. Kind of a bit cymbalon-y kind of here, and then we're into definitely bell territory down here, and the further we go down the octave, so good sort of haunting bellish tones for your horror soundtrack. The clock struck midnight. You get the idea. Some of the tracking from pitch to pitch is a bit funky. I'll try my best to get it kind of sort of a good average sort of, you know, tuning. So it tries to be as in tune as it can be across the entire keyboard. But, you know, this is a flipping wheel on a bridge, so, you know, it might not be perfect. But I think that that fact that it's less than perfect, as with all samples, gives them a certain magic, which you don't necessarily get from a kind of a digital sound. That's just opinion. Anyway, that's the instrument. Really simple. It's essentially me just flicking a metal wheel, but I like it. I like sourcing samples from the real world. It's kind of has a certain, it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, and going and finding things that aren't necessarily designed to be an instrument and turning them into an instrument. Obviously, there's I've done lots of noise reduction on the particular sample, just so there's not a whole load of the River Thames you're hearing in the background. But anyway, if it's useful, it's there. It's on my coffee shop, and I'll try and bundle it together for Piano Book as well. All right, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.